What's up guys, Justin here with the renderingessentials.com. So in today's video we're going to check out the new features contained inside of the new version of Lumion, version 12.3. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so on Lumion's YouTube channel they have a video showing what the new features inside of this version of Lumion are. So I will link to that video in the notes down below, but I thought we could kind of take a look at the different features. So the first feature that they're highlighting is the import custom license plates feature. What that's going to do is that's going to allow you to customize your license plates to different regions and other things like that. All right, so the way this one works is if you have a Lumion vehicle, so for example, I've got this car in here, so I'm just going to select this car. Well, notice how within this car, it's going to give me an option for license plates right here. So the license plate is going to allow me to set different things about the plate. So for example, if I double click on this, it's going to give me access to a library of different license plates, right? So it's got license plates for the different states. So for me, right, I would select like Colorado, but it also has a number of different international license plates. So for example, we've got South Korea, we've got Australia. It gives you a lot of control over those plates. Do note though that this is changing the plates on all of these different cars. So all of the plates are changing based on the country that you select, which probably makes a lot of sense now that I think about it, because you'd probably want them all to change, right? If you're doing a scene in Germany, you would want all of the license plates to be from Germany. So in my case though, I would select the US right here, and it looks like there's also an option in here to create custom license plates. So what you can do is you can add an image and dimensions like this. You can click the plus button, and I'm just going to pick a random image in here. So this is actually a picture of a loader, but notice how I can put this loader in here and I can use that in order to set the plates. And you can set, if you want a different map for the front and the rear like this, you can also set the size. So for example, if I wanted this to be 52 by 55 or something like that, notice how I can place that image in here. And so I'm just going to switch this back to a Colorado license plate right here. Now, one thing I'm not seeing is I don't think we have the ability to actually set the license plate. So I'm going to click on confirm changes. I don't think you can actually set what the numbers on the license plates are. It looks like it's just kind of randomly adding those, but you can still adjust these license plates in Lumion. All right, so the next feature, which I don't think we need to dive deep in, but they've added 110 newly animated plants. I will say that the animated plants is something, and the plant library in general is something that kind of makes Lumion stand out. They have a massive library, not just of plants, but of models in general. So probably the deepest one that I've used, at least with architectural applications. You do have like the mega scans inside of Twinmotion, but those are more gaming focused at the moment. So there's a massive library of plants. We just got 110 new ones. So next, we've got the new volumetric Omni Lights. So basically the volumetric Omni Lights is going to do exactly what it sounds like. So you can add the volumetric lights by adding an Omni Light. So if you get a place, so if you go into the Omni Light settings right here and select the option for Omni Light and then place that, that's going to add an Omni Light to your scene. And then you control the volumetrics by going into photo mode. So if I jump into photo mode real quick, so inside of photo mode, you can see that that light is here casting light. I mean, you can't see it obviously, but it's definitely casting light in here. Well, what you do is you add an effect right here. So you go to your FX or your effects, and it's under either lighting, or for me it's the first thing that shows up in featured, but you want to select the option for volumetric lights. And then what that's going to allow you to do is that's going to allow you to select a light right here. Notice how I can mouse over that light and click on it. As soon as I click on it, notice how that's going to add the volumetrics to my scene. And then from there, you can adjust things like the density of the volumetrics, as well as the intensity and the fall off. So if we set our fall off really high and our density and intensity really high, notice how we're not really seeing anything, but as I bring that down, notice how you can see exactly where those volumetrics are going to be. So it gives you a lot of control over adding like a dust feel in the air or something like that. Now, can you do that? I can't remember if you can do that with like a spotlight as well. Let's go ahead and try it. So we're going to jump back into this scene and we're going to select the spotlight. Yeah, so it does allow us to do that with the spotlights as well. So that gives you a lot of control over volumetrics inside of your scene. That gets really interesting if you start adding like colors. So let's say we were to add like a blue color or something like this. So if we wanted this to be like a blue light, and then go back into our photo mode and turn the volumetrics on, you can see how that gives you some really interesting results. So if you do like stages or something like that, this could actually give you some really cool results. All right, then next is the ability to bring in custom decals. And this is something we actually talked about in the last update video. It was kind of the assumption that originally the decal library that was in Lumion only allowed you to add the ones that were already in the library, but this is now going to give you the ability to add your custom decals. Kind of as expected, this version contains those new decals. So let's say that we were to go to let's just use this wall right here. That ought to work pretty good, actually. So what you would do is you would go to your content library, and we're going to add an effect. We're going to go to decals. And so right now you've got these decals in here, right? And these are the ones that we already knew about. So like the wall stickers and other things like that. Ooh, I really like that one. But we've got the ones that are kind of built in. All right, so to add a custom decal, what you're going to do is you're going to select the option for custom decal in your decals list, add it to the wall. Well, then you just come in here and you select the object, and notice how there's an option down here for blend colors. Well, you can click on this option right now. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go find our decal file, like this one right here, and you're just going to be able to place it on your surface. So then I can move this around. I can flip it horizontally and vertically like this. You can see how adding this additional detail to surfaces is really easy. So this was kind of the missing piece in the last version. Well, now you can use it to add your own custom decals as well. So I will link to this new release in the notes down below. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the new features. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.